Of course, it's so much more comfortable to simply place the iPhone on a charging pad and let it do its thing. But is it better? Is it faster? And what's the performance? Let's find out. I'm Lucas from Apple Fox, and let's begin with this video. I want to make this test as fair as possible, and I'll be using the same device, the iPhone SE 2nd generation. It supports fast and wireless charging, so everything should be fair. And also, when it comes to my wireless charger, it is pretty basic, nothing special about it. It cost me about 20 bucks, but its wattage is 10 watts. So I want to use its full potential, and that's why I'll use the 10-watt charging brick, the original one from Apple. This one was included in a couple of older iPad models, so stay tuned for more detailed comparison about this power brick. And even though I think it would be fair to use the 5-watt power brick, because it is included in the box of iPhone SE, but when I've used the 10-watt for the wireless charging to get its full potential, I'll also use the 10-watt in order to make sure that the wattage is the same and that the results are as fair as possible. Let's start with the wireless charger and let's set everything up. Same conditions for both tests, same everything. I'll have some checkpoints or percentage marks at which we will compare the results. It will be the Apple logo showing up, then 10%, 20, 50, 75, and at the end the full battery. So the first checkpoint, the Apple logo showing up, laying the iPhone SE on the charging pad, you can see that after about 4 minutes and 27 seconds, the Apple logo finally popped up, and it's actually a lot longer than I expected, but whatever. And using the regular charger, of course, I at first drained the iPhone and then performed the test again, but it makes more sense to show it this way in the video. So using the classic cable charger, it took 1 minute and 3 seconds. So quite a difference, I would say. If it will stay like this, then it's gonna be really good. I already compared the 5-watt to 18-watt fast charger on iPhones that support it, as well as on those that don't have fast charging support. And there are still many tests I'll do, so make sure you won't miss them by subscribing to the Apple Fox channel. And also you can support this video if you like it with your thumbs up. That would be greatly appreciated. Okay, the next percentage mark is 10%. Usually the lower percentages don't take that long, like getting from 10 to 20% is much faster than getting from 90 to 100. But what's with the fast charging? You can see we have 9% and it jumps to 10 at 14 minutes and 29 seconds. And comparing it to the regular cable charger, it reached 10% mark at 5 minutes and 27 seconds. It's still more than 2 times faster, almost 3 times the speed. Again, 10% is a number from real life, I would say. I mean, it's great to know how long you need to wait to reach 10% with your charger. Also, is the 10-watt charger considered to be a fast charging? No, it's not. By definition from Apple, the fast charging says that it works when you use USB-C to Lightning cable, which we already failed. We don't have that. And also there are all of the fast charging adapters mentioned on their website, starting with the 18-watt. So 10-watt is definitely not fast charging. 20%. Using the wireless charger, let's not forget that it's so much more comfortable to use this one, but so far the results aren't that good apparently. But 20% have been reached in 28 minutes and 9 seconds. But Apple claims that using fast charging you can get to 50% in 30 minutes, so not the perfect result. But with the 10-watt charger, it is not fast charging as we know. We have reached the same percentage marks of 20% in just 11 minutes and 7 seconds. We still keep the ratio pretty much, so about 2.5 the speed using the regular charger. So 50% of the half of the battery. This checkpoint is kind of important in my opinion. And so it looks like I didn't catch it exactly at 50%. You can see we have already 52%, but the time is 1 hour and 33 minutes with the wireless charging. So not really the best, but yeah, that's what it looked like even before. Okay, and comparing it to the regular charger, I decided to wait for the 52nd percent to compare it exactly, and we got there in 31 minutes and 27 seconds. Now it's official, the wireless charger is 3 times slower than the cable 10-watt charger. 75%. Using the wireless charger is really long, I have to say. 2 hours, 22 minutes, 22 and a half. And like, it's a lot if you ask me. But that also depends on the result that we get from the basic, not so comfortable charger. So 48 minutes, 48 seconds took the 10-watt cabled charger to get to 3/4 of a full charge. Not even 1 hour was required to get there, so I think that the difference is huge. It's exactly, again, 3 times faster. And finally, the full charge of 100%. The thing now is that the last percents go unbelievably slow. Not sure why, but getting from 98 to 99 takes incredibly long. So with the wireless charger, 99% have been reached in 3 hours and 41 minutes. And with the cabled 10-watt charger, 1 hour and 40 minutes, roughly. Meaning that it takes 3 hours longer. We're not talking about multiplications and comparisons in this way, but just 3 hours longer. You can keep that in mind. So now what's the result, or what's the bottom line? You can see the exact comparisons, but what does that really mean? Does it mean that you should never use a wireless charger? I mean, most definitely not. Just because it's 3 times slower, it doesn't mean that it's useless. Let's say that you want to charge your phone during the night. I think it would be so much better to just put it on wireless charger and don't care about it than simply sticking it to fast charging through the entire night when after like 1 or 2 hours it's charged fully. I think it's a better idea to use wireless charger for nights and for occasions where you have enough time, because it's just a lot more comfortable. You can simply put it on there and don't care about anything or cables. Usually a wireless charger is fixed and put stable on like one place all the time, so that's great. You simply put it there. But for some times where you just really have to hurry or you don't really have enough time for this kind of stuff, simply use the best charger that you have. You can see using the 10-watt, we got really nice results. If you want to see more videos like these, you can compare or look at the comparison of 5-watt to the 18-watt charger. Again, the very same iPhone SE I used today is also like the test device for that video. And also subscribe for more comparisons. I definitely have something prepared for you in the future, so make sure to stick around because it's gonna be interesting. Thanks a lot for watching and your support. I'm Lucas from Apple Fox, and see you guys later in the next video.